Hey, it's Woodsman Croman here, and I'm going to show you my camping kit. It's almost the same as my everyday carry survival kit, except it's a lot bigger, and you're missing a couple things. That includes, even though you see a sleeping bag here, this is not my sleeping bag. This is an old one that we had in our garage I'm using, so it doesn't get dirt and mud all over my gear. I have a blue sleeping bag that's tall enough to fit my 6'5" height, and it's wide enough to fit me. And I've got an 8x10 tarp, or I'm sorry, a 10x12 woodland patterned camouflage tarp. This is just one I carry in my EDC survival kit, which I would end up using that with the other tarp. So first of all, the main difference you can see, actually I'm not sure if you can see the main difference unless you saw the video before. I added a roll of twine. Well, I added it, this is my camping kit, so I have a roll of twine, an Esbit folding stove with the fuel tabs, a cup, stainless steel cup. I added a splitting maul, which is just a survival knife, but the sheath broke, so I had to make sort of jury rig one from the nylon double sewn in piece and some duct tape. And the blade got a whole bunch of dings on it, and so now I use it as batoning. I fixed it with my file, but it's not going to be sharp ever again unless I get some machinery, and I don't have near enough money. So I use this for batoning. It splits very well, so I'm using it as a splitting wedge. I added a bandana, a boonie hat, Marine Corps Marpat digital. Marpat stands for Marine Pattern. Folds up, very nice. A hatchet, and my Yugoslavian mess kit. I did have these for my slingshot, but my slingshot broke less than 24 hours at current body, which really does suck. Alright, so for my Yugoslavian mess kit, what I have, it's got a canvas pouch, olive drab green or near that, and it's been used a lot. It's very rectangular, as you can see. It's got a knife, fork, and spoon set that fits into a little pouch right here. And the main kit comes with a bowl, a very large bowl, a small cup, and a canteen, as well as a metal pot right here. This pot is very sturdy. I love this pot. I use it for cooking even when I'm not in the woods. It's very deep. It brings stuff to a boil very fast. I think that's because it's square and deep. Goes more on the sides. It doesn't disperse as much with the wind. It doesn't disperse as much as around pots, so I like this. It folds up, put the canteen in, small cup goes right there. Now, one interesting thing here, this has a little sort of protruding plastic deal right there that goes all the way through. I found out what it's used for. This little lip right here not only locks on, but you can use it to do something. I don't know why you would use that unless you don't want something to fall, but you can use it like that. So take this, it's right on top, lock it in, and slide it in the canvas case. Fits snugly in. Fold up. Got a button clasp there. Bit of wire in there that constricts the button, so put it through, it snaps in. That's my primary cook. So now it fits when this commando stove or this folding stove is open. That's where I keep the fuel tablets. When it's opened all the way, as you can see, it fits the canteen kit perfectly, or the mess kit perfectly. So I use that. Except my hatchet. It's just a ratty $10 Coleman camping hatchet sheath was non-existent, did not come from one. I did an edger profile on it, so it's a pseudo sharp, and I mainly use it to baton. Back of that, because I've got a folding saw. I'm not used. If I can cut down trees easily, but I don't really use it to cut down trees much as I use the baton, even though I can. But I don't go camping that much, so I never had a chance to use that. I've got my folding saw, which if you see the earlier video. This has a 6-inch blade. It's canted toward the back, so it cuts more with the back stroke than it does with the force stroke. I like this folding saw. It's my favorite folding saw. And seeing as I only have one, it kind of has to be. Got my Mora with a 3.9-inch blade. It's either that or 4.1-inch. I forgot the exact specs, but it's got a Scandi grind, very sharp. It came with a rounded spine. It's still rounded up here, so I took a file and I shaved it off a little bit to where it's got a very sharp spine. I use it for the Ferrocerium rod. I have my stainless steel cup, boil water in this, and I have boiled water in this. Brought it to a boiling boil. Use that for tea. I've got my aluminum my aluminum canteen. I've used the cup a lot, as you can tell. Had to replace the chain on here because it broke. It replaced with paracord. And yeah, it's a very nicely made canteen. Very cheap, but nicely made. Hasn't failed me yet. Canteen pouch is very solid, very durable. Nice Alice clips on the back. I mentioned earlier I've got a larger tarp. I didn't bring it on out here for the video because it was too big to fit in the video. Unless I'll do a separate video about that though. But I do have this tarp. They're both pretty much the same material, waterproof, great for shelters. I've got this jute twine. You can use it to tie. Well, of course it's string. You can use it to tie anything. Also the tinder, or it makes excellent tinder. Best tinder I've ever used. In fact, very high flame. Lasts for a relatively long time, but you know, not as long as a cotton ball, but it gets a larger, much larger flame. I have a bandana. It's red bandana, and this goes in my survival kit. If I'm in a survival situation, I'll use this for signaling, keeping sweat off my head, mosquitoes, stuff like that. For camping, I can use it to filter water. I can use it as a bandana, which is probably what you have to use it for anyways. And I've got my boonie hat. So, and I've also got my toque. So that's my camping kit. It doesn't fit in this Puma bag, though. Although, I guess I could find a way to make it all fit. But it all goes in my Alice pack, which is a Marpat Digital Alice pack. I like that thing. The only kit I do not have on me, besides the backpack and the tarp, is candles, a shovel, not a folding saw, a regular saw with a handle, push saw, not a double tooth, but it's a nice saw, and my sleeping bag, which I mentioned before is not this one. This is an old one. It's a bit larger. I'll do a review about all of those later. Now I gotta mention something. Most of my kit is basically it's for a very low price stuff, quality items, but not very expensive. Mainly because I'm too young to have a job. Well, actually, I just turned 16, so I could get a job, but I haven't gotten a job yet. And therefore, I had very little money. And so I get all this stuff either I'll go around doing odd jobs or, I just use my birthday money or something. Or presents. That's very popular. So this is basically like a common man's stuff. Anything that, if you don't have enough money, you could use this kit and live comfortably. So, camp comfortably, not live, camp comfortably. So that's my camping kit. And thanks for watching.